Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Why Are They Ghosting You spread for February 2020 for Taurus. If this does resonate with you and you'd like your own personal custom reading, click the link in the description box down below that says book your own personal reading. Also, if you want to see more videos like this one, hit that notification bell and also say notification squad down below. If you want to be featured in my next video, you don't have to say notification squad, just hit that bell. It means a lot. Also, we've got a sale going on, 10-minute reading for $10. If you're interested, you know where to go. Like, comment, and subscribe. Negative or positive feedback doesn't matter to me. And guys, I really appreciate everything that you guys have done thus far. I'm almost at monetization, so the more you watch, the more I post, the more information that you can get. We're shuffling it 3 times in a row. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting 2 times a week now. And we're gonna figure out some spreads. So if you have any spread suggestions, please leave them down in the comments. Alright, so what is this thing now? Let me pull my notes real quick. Hopefully you're having a good day, night, or evening, whatever time of day you are watching this. So why are they silent? Let's figure out why they are silent. Why are they silent? Why are they silent? Why are they silent? So the first reason as to why they are silent is that there is some mental clarity happening between you and this individual. So whenever there's an ace, it means a opportunity of something. Something is being offered, something is being given. So perhaps maybe you're being given a reason why that they're not talking to you. Some type of mental clarity is happening maybe right now. Maybe you guys are going through something and maybe you're taking a break from interacting with each other, but some type of mental clarity pertaining to the situation as to why they are silent, and is giving you an aha moment. So we'll probably get a little bit more information. I'll be able to explain it better once we figure out what's happening. Stumbling on my words. Okay. So why else are they silent? Why else are they silent? Why else are they silent? Well, they're also silent because there's some type of reconciliation here that has been happening with something. So it seems like somebody from the past has come and kind of gave a cup of love to the person that you're probably thinking about. And, you know, or it could be somebody, you know, came to you and gave you a cup of love, which caused somebody to walk away. But it could be a vice versa type of situation. But basically the main central theme is that somebody has come from the past and is reconciling with somebody here. And this is the main central theme. What else is... Why else are they silent? Why else are they silent? Why else are they silent? Well, they're also silent because there is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles can represent 3 things here. It could represent a person, an action, and or both. So with a person, this is a knight. So a knight usually is a little bit of somebody that's a bit older, that has a little bit more maturity under their belt, that's been around the block a bit. So, you know, also this is an earth sign energy. So this is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. This could be representing of you. This could be representing of the person you're thinking about, or this could be somebody completely different, out of the scope of things completely. And what this means, what this sign means as a whole, whenever there's a horse, you know, there's a lot of movement going on, specifically this side, you know, it means that somebody's trying to move towards something, to move towards long-term commitment, moving towards a situation. But to explain the sign a little bit, basically, earth signs are, you know, very analytical. They think about a lot of things. They're very, like, they're very thinky, they're very speculaty. They really look at a situation and they really like try to pick it apart and try to figure out what's the best course of action to take. They're kind of methodical, but not in a bad way, but more like they're calculated. They're very calculated type of people. And so what this card can represent as a whole is that somebody is trying to move towards long-term commitment, but the horse isn't really moving. They might as well actually not be moving at all because it's going extraordinarily slow. So basically somebody is like, hey, I want to give you I want to give long-term commitment, but I'm just really going to think it over, and I'm really going to do a lot of deep thinking and contemplation before I take my moves and take my steps towards a situation that would be beneficial to me. So also, let me kind of slow down my everything, my essence, so that people can understand me, because I know that a lot of people have said that they can't understand what I'm saying. So I'm going to try to speak up as well as slow it down so that you can go on this adventure with me. Okay. So Why is there no contact? 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 Well, there's no contact because there's something repetitive going on, something that is constantly happening over and over and over again that is pertaining to long-term commitment. So in this type of situation, it can represent that perhaps maybe you guys were dating at some point in time and somebody got fed up with the repetitiveness of some type of relationship. This could also be representing of you getting fed up with some type of relationship that was happening over and over and over again. Something that was repetitive caused some type of rift and made somebody not want to talk to each other. Maybe a repetitive behavior from maybe one another caused some type of issue and communication problem as well. Yeah. So yeah, it basically could also mean that somebody was being repetitive on the more negative spectrum. So maybe they were being repetitive with something that they were doing and it was upsetting you, and they got mad that it upset you, so they decided to walk away from the situation. But that is one of the reasons why there's no contact. Also, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Just doing a little bit of a mid checkup. Thank you so much. Comment down below if you made it this far. So why else is there no contact? Why else is there no contact? Why else is there no contact? Well, there is no contact because someone is doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about something here. And they're really quite deep into their thoughts. And they could be doing anything. It could be doing chores, trying to go to sleep, just walking on the street, being at work. The situation is constantly on their mind. It's always kind of circulating, and they're always thinking about what is and could have beens and things like that. And so basically, maybe they're having some type of repetitive nature pertaining to constantly thinking about the situation that's happening. But regardless, something along the lines of somebody's doing a lot of deep contemplating and thinking, which is causing not to have communication between you two. And this is the main central theme. So why else is there no communication? Why else is there no communication? Why else is there no communication? Well, there's also no communication because the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords can represent something. I would say two things. I'll be adding on more definitions the more I learn. I'm always learning. You can always learn more. But the Queen represents patience, represents being very, very patient, very motherly, very, just, how do I explain it in the way? Yeah, just a very patient individual that is tolerable. However, the Queen of Wands, or Swords rather, she is not necessarily patient because she, is just a person that wants to get straight to the point, that is just straight up like, yo, I'm tired of this, or I'm tired of that, and they just want to go right to the point. They're like, hey, this is what I feel, and this is what I'm going to tell you, and I don't care if you don't like it because this is what it is. And so somebody in the situation here is being really cutthroat, really straight up, and is causing some type of no communication because they may be a little bit too blunt in the situation, right? Something too blunt may be happening, and it's causing some type of uncomfortableness to happen. So what are the blockages between you and this individual? What are the blockages between you and this individual? What are the blockages between you and this individual? So it seems like the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can represent three things here. A person, an action, and or both. So for the person, a Knight of Wands, Knight usually is somebody that's a bit older, in their mid-age group here. Somebody that is been around the block a little bit. And the Wands represent Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And so they're fire signs. And so what does this represent as a card? There's movement. Like I said before, whenever there is horses, whenever there's, not horses, but whenever there's like movement with the Knight cards. I'm talking slower, but I feel like I'm talking faster. I don't know if I'm talking slower or not. I'm trying my best. So whenever there is a horse in the situation, they're moving really fast. And this is a playboy, actually, in the this is the Playboy card, so there may be somebody in the way blocking your interaction with each other because there may be somebody else involved. What also fire signs are they're very charming, they're very passionate, they're very they have a lot of gravitas. They really know, you know, what to say at the right time, and so maybe they've swooned. This person has swooned a person, or the person that you're thinking about, in more of a different direction. When you're talking and you're just like, oh my goodness, I'm talking a lot. Alright, so what else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? So it seems like Judgment, the X returns card, I call it. So definitely somebody else is coming to the picture and is causing some rift between you two. Perhaps maybe they're saying, hey, don't talk to this person, or saying, hey, I don't want you to interact with this individual because, you know, this, that, and the third. This could also be representing of somebody, the person that you're thinking about, they decided, okay, I don't want to interact with this other person because, you know, people just think that whenever, whether you're an ex or a friend or whoever, you know, they don't want to interact with, like, the opposite gender or something, or the same gender, or something along the lines of, they don't want to intimidate the other person, and so they'll just put the other person on hold for the person that they're trying to go for. So it could be quite possible that there's some type of manipulation happening in the situation, and or it could be representing of somebody just not wanting to communicate with you because there's somebody else in the picture. However, regardless of this, there is an X returns, and so therefore this is the main central theme as to why there's a blockage. Hope you like the slower paced stuff. Let me know if you want me to crank it up to 1 billion. In last video, Leo, I was practically screaming. So, what else is the blockages? What else is the blockages? What else are the blockages? So we have the Sun card here, and so the Sun card represents happiness. It represents divine energy, divine happiness overall. And so in a negative type of connotation, as a blockage, it seems like maybe happiness is an issue between you two. You're having trouble finding happiness within each other, having trouble like communicating with each other and understanding each other. And I feel like when the Sun is here, I feel like it's more like you're opening up and being more bright and about the situation and bringing positive vibes, but maybe you guys are having problems kind of being in a more positive vibe because there's a lot of issues between you two and you just maybe can't get over it. However, whenever the Sun card is in any reading, negative or positive, it will brighten up the situation and be more in your favor. So it may be negative currently right now, but maybe next read it will be more positive, or something positive will happen in the future to counterbalance, because there is equal give and take when it comes to life. Okay, so the ultimate question here is, are you going to get back in contact with this individual? Let's give it a good shuffle one more time. Sorry. So positive card will be yes, negative card will be no, and neutral card will be maybe. The universe doesn't really want to let you know right now. So will they get back in contact? Will they get back in contact? Will they get back in contact? I'd say this is more of a negative. It could be more like a negative mixed with a no, or mixed with a maybe, because it's not necessarily 100% negative, but I wouldn't say it's like 100% positive either. So what this card represents is that somebody is moving into calmer waters, are trying to move into calmer waters, because a lot of things are really rocky in the situation, and so they're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about this overall, and so they're like, hey, I was really thinking about, you know, trying to move in a positive direction. So maybe if you guys do happen to get back in contact, they'll kind of want to move in a more positive direction and not really think about or talk about the past with you. But I would say, you know, I would say this is a maybe. Perhaps maybe you guys will have the opportunity to, you know, kind of get along and rekindle that type of whatever it was that you had, and so to move into calmer waters, essentially. So let's get some advice. Whew. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, please. Thank you. So the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So what this is saying is that a new path is available, and that the past is the past and it cannot be undone. You can't undo what has already happened, and you just need to accept the facts as they are. And I understand that it's difficult to let go of some things like that sometimes, because it will be, you just kind of get caught up in the past, but you have to worry about the future and what's going to happen in the future. Maybe if you guys can't get along or get back into contact with each other, that maybe you need to look at the new possibilities and new doors that could be opened for you in the near future. And so it doesn't necessarily mean that you won't find love. It doesn't necessarily mean that like the person may not get back in contact with you, because there is a possibility, but you need to have your eyes open and keep your mind open overall as a whole, because that you don't want to focus your energy on something and then, you know, be disappointed, because you're worth a lot, and you're worth, you know, your soul is worth so much, you know? So don't, you know, try to push something that doesn't need to be pushed, you know? If you know what I mean. If this resonates with you, then that's great. But if it doesn't resonate with you, you can always get your own personal reading by clicking the link in the description box down below. If you want to get notifications, hit the notification bell. If you want to be featured in my next video, you can say Notification Squad. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see more videos like this one, this is what I suggested. This is what YouTube suggested. Like, comment, subscribe, like I said before. Thank you so much. Good luck in your endeavors, and I hope that me taking it a little bit slower was easier for you to understand. Take care, and good luck in your endeavors. Mwah. Love you. Bye.